fur coat I was telling you about, Harry. The one in the window right there.
Which one, Janet?
That one, the second one to the left.
It's a mink, ain't it?
Uh-huh. Can you get that one for me?
Sure I can. Easy.
But it costs 10 grand, if that's the one they showed in the ad.
Well, is it the one in the ad?
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Okay, baby. Then I'll get it for you.
But how, Harry?
How? I'll show you. How?
When? Now?
Oh, no. It may take a couple of days.
A couple of days?
Yeah. Never took me longer than that to get fur coats before.
But that was in other cities, darling. Maybe things are different here.
Maybe. But I'm the same, and my plan's the same.
Yeah, darling, I know.
Okay, then as long as you know, all we need to get that coat is $2,000, a rainy day, and Boston Blackie.
And now, on to Richard Colmar as Boston Blackie. Enemy to those who make him an enemy, friend to those who have no friends.
Okay, Janet, let's get moving.
You got the coat, Harry? The mink?
What do you think I was doing while you were paying 2 G's for that Persian lamb?
Well, where is it, Harry? Where's the mink?
Right here on my arm under the raincoat.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm getting soaked.
Yeah.
Taxi! Hey, taxi!
Taxi! Oh, that's good.
Come on, Janet. Well, we're in luck all day today. We got a cab on the first try. Come on, get in.
Ah, it's good to get out of that rain.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. Westin Hotel, driver.
Okay.
We'll go to my place for a while till we dry out, Janet.
Anything you say, darling. Ah, Harry, you're so wonderful.
Like me, huh?
Love ya.
Maybe you just love the things you're getting, 'cause I'm smart.
Ha you know better than that, honey. Don't it feel snug with me next to ya?
Yeah, feels great. But don't think I'm forgetting that you're snuggling up to that mink coat I got on my arm.
Aw, honey.
Now, kid, you've got work to do.
What kind of work?
You're going back to Boston Blackie. There's something else you gotta get him to do for us. Can you do it?
Can I? Blackie'll do anything I say. Hello, Blackie.
Oh, hello, Janet. Come on in.
Thanks.
Did you get the coat?
Yeah, I did.
Obviously didn't have any trouble.
Oh, none at all, thanks to you.
Well, don't thank me for anything else. Glad to do it for you.
Well, I want to thank you just the same, Blackie. After all, I couldn't have got the thing without your help.
Well, you can have my help anytime you want it, Janet. Say, that's a pretty coat you're wearing. Is that the one?
It's one of them. The other's a mink, and it's beautiful. And Blackie, you're wonderful. I can't thank you enough.
Well, don't look now, but I think you just thanked me very nicely.
I think you're sweet.
Wonderful and sweet. Say, I'm quite a guy.
I should say you are. Blackie, I'd like to bring the mink to ya. Would you keep it for me, please?
Well, sure, but why?
Well, I think it'd be safer with you. I don't like to keep it in my hotel room.
Well, I'll keep it in a safe place for you until you leave town if you like.
Oh, that wouldn't be for several days yet, maybe a week or two. And I'll want to get a few things while I'm here. You'll help me with that too, won't you?
You can count on me. I'll do my part.
As well as you did this time?
Don't worry. You just name the store, I'll do the rest.
Blackie, that's all I want to know.
Open up, Miss Wesley. Open up.
Who is it?
Inspector Faraday. Open up the door, Miss Wesley.
Just a second.
Come on, come on.
Well, you can at least wait until I get the door open. What's all the excitement about?
I'm looking for something and someone.
Well, if it's Blackie, he isn't here.
Nah, I'm not looking for Blackie. Yet. What I'm looking for right now is proof of something maybe you and Blackie did together.
Well, let's see. We went to the movies together last night. Would you like to see the ticket stubs?
No, I'd like to see some stolen furs.
Stolen furs?
Yeah, stolen by a man and a woman. The description of the woman almost fits you. And I have a hunch that the man is Harry Barlow, wanted for murder in Kansas.
Well, that's just fine, Inspector Faraday. Well, what does that have to do with Blackie?
Plenty. Blackie phoned the stores and recommended some customers. Then shortly after they showed up, expensive fur coats were missing.
And you think I was that woman?
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't.
Well, maybe you were, maybe you weren't. But I'm going to search this apartment just the same.
Oh, no, you're not, Inspector.
Oh, yes, I am, Miss Wesley.
Not without a search warrant.
Oh, you know the law, do you?
I certainly do. And you can't search my apartment without a search warrant.
That's right, Miss Wesley, I can't. But it just so happens that right here in my pocket, I have a warrant to search this here apartment.
You what?
Sorry, Miss Wesley. I hope I don't find anything here. But you take a look at this warrant while I take a look at your closets.
Oh, my gosh. This is a warrant to search my apartment. You're not joking.
I'll say I'm not. And I'm looking for a mink coat, an ermine cape, and a chinchilla coat, and a sable wrap.
What?
You heard me.
Well, you're certainly not going to find them in there. Unless that 6-year-old camel hair looks like a brand new mink to you.
No, even I know mink from camel hair. Nothing in there. What's in this closet?
Oh, be careful. That has my cleaning stuff in it.
Yeah? Floor mop, vacuum cleaner, dust mop, broom.
I'm a clean one, huh?
Sure. So why don't you come clean with me? You have other closets in here, don't you?
Yes, there's one right over there. I suppose you're going to look in that one, too.
The warrant says I can search your entire apartment, Miss Wesley.
Well, go right ahead, Inspector. If you can stand the disappointment.
Now look, I don't say that you and Blackie stole anything. I just say that I think that you and Blackie had something to do with those missing furs.
And the only furs I have are missing, Inspector. Missing from my wardrobe. Budget, you know.
Yeah. Let's see what's in this closet. It looks like it's got nothing in it but dresses.
Well, it's strange that it should look that way. Because all it has is dresses.
Wait a minute. Wait till I look behind them. Aha!
What did you find behind them, Inspector?
Nothing, just a wall. Only, what's this? Over on the side of the closet.
Oh, it's just a box.
Yeah, it looks like it might have a coat in it. A fur coat. It's heavy.
Inspector Faraday, don't open that box.
No, my warrant says I can search this apartment and everything in it.
Yes, but don't open that box, please. I mean, you can't. Blackie said it wasn't to be opened by anybody.
Blackie sent you this box?
Yes, and he warned me not to open it. Please, Inspector, please. Blackie must have a good reason.
And I think I know what that reason is, too.
Oh.
I'm opening this box.
Inspector, I don't know why you're going to go ahead and...
This string is as strong as wire. That's got it.
And I'm going to get it, too. Blackie will never believe that I didn't open it.
If it has what I'm looking for in it, I'll tell Blackie who opened it.
Oh, golly.
Well, it's open and... Miss Wesley!
Yes?
Want to come and take a peek?
Why? What's in the box?
You know what's in it? And now I do, too.
A fur coat? A mink?
A stolen mink.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Well, Blackie didn't steal it.
So says you. Blackie sent it to you. Blackie asked you to hide it, but Blackie had nothing to do with this, huh?
Well, I don't know why he sent me this coat or why he asked me not to open the box, but I'm going to find out why. I'm going to see Blackie.
You're going to see him, Miss Wesley?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to get a few things good and straight.
Well, I'm going to see him too, because at last I've got proof that boyfriend of yours is crooked.
Hello, Blackie.
Oh, Janet, come on in.
You're alone?
Uh-huh. How'd everything go with the store this afternoon?
Not a single hitch. Look at the coat I got at Baxter's. Like it?
Ooh, expensive.
I got two. This one was the cheaper one.
So everything worked out all right then, huh?
Perfectly.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. Tell me something, Janet. Did you... Uh-oh. We're not alone anymore.
Oh, dear.
Come on in.
Hello, Blackie.
Goodbye, Faraday.
Don't you say hello or goodbye to me, Boston Blackie.
Well, Mary, I didn't expect you. Mary, this is...
Never mind who this is, Blackie, I know. She's the girl you sent on those stores to steal the fur coats for you.
What?
And the nerve of you hiding them in my apartment.
You opened that box, Mary.
No, she didn't. I did. And I know this girl is working with you. She's wearing the fur coat that she got at Baxter's this afternoon.
Blackie, you better do something about this.
I'll say he better, miss whatever your name is. He has some explaining to do.
He can explain everything to me down at headquarters. Come on, lady, you're going with him.
Blackie!
No, she isn't, Faraday. You're not taking us anywhere.
No? You deny you sent that coat to Miss Wesley's?
No, I admit it. And I admit I told her not to open the box, too.
Oh, why, Blackie? Why did you do that?
Let's not worry about why, Miss Wesley. He admits everything.
And I think you'll admit that this is a gun in my hand, too, Faraday.
Blackie, put that gun away.
Not until I put you away, Faraday, in this closet.
Blackie, please don't.
Quiet, Mary.
What are you going to do?
I know what I'm doing. Get in this closet, Faraday.
Okay, Blackie, but so help me. I'll take care of this. I'm gonna get you and nail you when I
Oh,
can.
Blackie, you shouldn't have done that.
It's all right, Janet. Don't let Faraday bother you.
Blackie, what is this all about?
You have nothing to worry about, Mary.
Oh, I haven't? And I suppose this is all very funny?
No. Actually, it's not funny at all. I have Faraday locked in that closet. Now you get in this one.
What?
Sorry, Mary, sorry. But you're going to be left in the dark.
Blackie, what are you doing?
Locking you in a closet, too. Can't you tell?
Blackie!
Let me out of here, Blackie.
Blackie, what do
Let
we
me
do
out of here.
now?
Janet?
Janet Corning and a man named Harry Barlow, wanted for a Kansas murder, are stealing furs and apparently getting assistance in their work from Boston Blackie. Inspector Faraday is convinced that Blackie is working with the thieves when he finds a stolen fur coat hidden away in Mary Wesley's apartment. When confronted with this evidence, Blackie locks both Faraday and Mary in a closet and escapes with Janet. As we return to our story, Blackie and Janet are in Blackie's car, driving down the street in a remote part of town.
All right, Janet, now tell me what this is all about.
Oh, Blackie, I'm awfully glad you asked me that. I've been almost crazy trying to tell someone, but I've been afraid.
But you're not afraid to tell me?
No, because you can help me.
Well, somebody better help me. On account of trying to help you, I'm really in a mess.
Well, you'll get out of it, Blackie. You always do. But what about me?
Well, what about you?
you know who I am, don't ya?
Of course, I know who you are. Niece of my best friend, Charlie Kingston. That's why I went to the trouble of locking Inspector Faraday in a closet.
And that girl, why did you lock her in the closet, too?
So Faraday would know she wasn't in on this. Now, come on. Tell me what kind of a jam you're in.
Blackie, I'm working with a man named Harry Barlow. Not because I want to, but because he tricked me into it.
And Barlow's making you do what?
Steal furs with him.
How?
Oh, it's all very simple. I go in and ask to look at furs, and while I buy a cheap one, Harry steals the expensive one that I looked at but didn't buy. Blackie, he made me get you to recommend us so that the store wouldn't hesitate to show us the best stuff.
Ah, so that's the racket. Okay, how can I get in touch with this guy?
I'll give you his address. In fact, if you want to go and see him right now, we'll walk in on him by surprise. I have the key to his room right here in my bag.
No, never mind about that. Just give me his address. Where's he live?
507 Lane Street.
507 Lane Street, huh? I think I'll go up and have a little talk with that guy.
But Blackie, please be careful. He's dangerous.
So am I sometimes, and this is one of those times.
But he really is. He is. You're taking an awful risk, and you shouldn't do it. Not for me.
Well, I'm not doing it for you alone, beautiful. I'm doing it for myself, too. Furs are supposed to keep people warm. I can believe that. The ones you and Harry stole have certainly made it hot for me.
Well, what is this, Janet?
Oh, hello, Harry.
Well, just like that. Hello, Harry. Sorry I interrupted your packing. Going somewhere?
Oh, no, not exactly. I figure we might have to leave town almost any time now, and I just wanted to be ready.
Oh, you did you?
Uh-huh.
You weren't going to run out on me or anything like that?
Honey, you know me better than that.
I did once, but that was before you met Blackie.
Blackie? Now look, Harry, there's nothing between him and me. I just sent him all the way to the other end of town on a phony address. He wanted to find you, honey.
Find me for what reason, kid? To knock me off so you and him could be a team?
Harry,
No
you
more
can't.
lies, Janet. Here you are, ready to pull out and leave me, to take the rap for all those fur jobs. You figured we were through, didn't you?
Oh, no, Harry. Honest, I didn't.
I've got news for you. You and me are through. But I decided that just now. I'm packing you in. You're hot as a 2-bit pistol. You could be picked up out of a lineup by any of those sales girls that waited on you. I was gonna string you along in spite of that. But I changed my mind now. I'm leaving town, but you're staying here.
Okay, Harry, that's all right with me.
Is it?
Yeah.
It better be. You know, kid, you're just a natural-born double-crosser. You say you sent Blackie on a wild goose chase? Okay, you crossed him. You were gonna pull out of here, pick up your loot and scram. That means you were gonna cross me. You can't be trusted, Janet. You just can't be trusted.
Look, Harry, you're going haywire. You're blowing your lid.
I'm thinking good, baby. Very good. I'm getting out of town, and I'm leaving you here. I can't let you spill all about me to Blackie or the cops.
No, I won't talk, Harry. Honest, I won't.
I'll say you won't. This Persian lamb coat here.
Yeah?
Lovely, ain't it?
Yeah.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Harry?
You know something? You're lovely too, Janet. It's too bad you couldn't play anything straight.
Harry, you're not.
Not what, baby?
Harry, you're not.
Relax. There. That's better. You know, I just thought of something.
Huh?
You used to say when we started out in this racket that you wanted all the good things that you could grab.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to be loaded with diamonds and smothered in mink.
Yeah, but I Harry, put that coat down. Put it
You wanted to be smothered in mink, huh? Well, you're gonna have to make a slight sacrifice, darling. You're being smothered in Persian lamb.
Hey, Faraday, you still in the closet?
Where do you think I am? In Florida?
Well, I'm going to let you out.
It's about time. Where have you been?
At a phony address?
Blackie?
Oh, your address is gonna be city jail in a minute.
Hold it, Faraday. I know when I've made a mistake, and I admit it, too.
You sure did make a mistake locking me in that closet.
That's the least of my mistakes, pal. Wait till I get Mary out of her closet. Mary, are you all right?
Oh, it's just fun. I love it in here. It's so airy, and the view is divine.
I'm so sorry, Mary, but I had to lock you in.
Well, thanks a bunch.
I wanted Faraday to know that you and I weren't working together on this. Forgive me, will you?
I don't know. First, I'll have to see what life is like on the outside. My goodness, is it still daylight?
Maybe it's daylight, Miss Wesley, but your friend Boston Blackie is gonna be in a nice dark cell.
Look, Faraday, look. I told you I made a mistake. I thought that girl was the niece of my friend Charlie Kingston in a jam, so I was just trying to help her.
What do you mean you thought she was Charlie Kingston's niece? Didn't it occur to you to check?
I tried to, Faraday, but Charlie's traveling in Europe, and I couldn't get in touch with him. She had a letter, but now I know it was forged.
Oh, fine time to find out.
All right, but that doesn't explain everything.
I know. You want to know what I've been doing to help these two. Well, it's nothing really. All I did was phone the stores and ask that my friends be well taken care of. Apparently, they wanted me to do that for two reasons. One, to be sure that they saw only the best furs, and second, so that when they left town, the heat would be on me.
Well, that coat in my apartment certainly puts the heat on me. I'm sore about that, Blackie.
Oh, I can explain that too, Mary. Janet asked me to keep it for her. I didn't want to leave it here. Any character in town is liable to drop in here any time. So I thought the safest place would be in your apartment.
Oh, fine. You keep a fur coat for another girl in my apartment.
But Mary, don't you see why?
Oh, yeah, sure. I see it now.
Well, I don't see why you warned Miss Wesley not to open this box.
That should be obvious to a school kid, Faraday. If Mary had opened the box, she'd have thought the coat was for her. And I didn't think it was right to ask her to keep a coat for somebody else.
Oh, yeah? But I don't still buy it.
I think he's telling the truth, Inspector. I would have thought that coat was for me. I have a birthday coming up soon.
All right, okay, it's beginning to make sense to me now. But when you ran out on us, what were you going to help Janice do? Steal more furs?
No, I didn't realize she was stealing furs. I thought she was just being used by someone who was. Now, I've changed my mind since she sent me on a wild goose chase, Faraday. I admit I made a mistake.
So the great Boston Blackie admits he's made a mistake, does he? That's a good one.
You know, I know a hyena that laughs better and looks better while he's doing it, Faraday. Lay off me, will you? I admit I made a mess out of this, but give me time and I'll straighten it out.
I'll give you time, all right. 5 or 10 years for obstructing justice. I could have nabbed that girl except for you.
I'm sorry, Faraday. I thought she was an all right girl in a jam.
Oh, Blackie, you always were a pushover for a pretty face, weren't you?
I still am. Aren't you glad of that, Mary?
Oh, I never thought of that.
Hey, Hey, Faraday, who you calling?
Headquarters. Thanks to you and your stupidity, I'm going to have to send out an alarm for that girl.
Look, I'll find her.
I'll find her.
Sure you will. In your office after I bring her in.
If she isn't brought in my office pretty soon, you're going to be there yourself, under arrest.
Riverside.
Hello, this is Faraday.
Oh, I'm glad you called, Inspector. We've been looking everywhere for you.
Never mind about me. I want you to look everywhere for a girl named Janet...
Corning.
Okay, Janet Corning, 5 feet 5 inches tall, brown hair.
Brown
blue
eyes and the cutest little dimples you ever saw.
Brown eyes and the cutest little... I mean, she has prominent dimples, get it?
Yeah. I not only got the description, Inspector, I got the girl.
What?
Yes, sir.
Well, you hang on to her. I want to question her.
Sorry, Inspector. I'm afraid you can't do that. She's on a slab in the morgue. Dead.
Dead?
Yep. Smothered to death, we think.
Okay, thanks. I'll be right down. Blackie, your girlfriend Janet is dead.
Dead?
Oh, how dreadful.
Well, it could be worse, though, Mary. You see, I know who killed her.
Sure. The guy at the phony address. How are you going to find him?
I'm not going to find him, Faraday. He's going to find me. There's something else he wants. Only I've got it, and I'm going to keep it. Who's that?
You want to know, Blackie?
Who are you? What are you doing in my apartment?
Maybe you'd like one answer at a time, huh?
Well, at this time of the morning, one at a time is all I can understand. Who are you?
Harry Barlow. Mean anything to you?
Yeah, you're, Janet Corning's partner. Or should I say the late Janet Corning's partner.
You know she's dead, huh? Blackie, you awake enough to see this gun in my hand?
Well, I saw that before I saw you. I don't know which of you I'm sorrier to see.
Give me that key, and you won't see either of us in a minute.
What key?
You know, the key that Janet gave you. The key to the safe deposit box where I got the furs in.
Oh, that key. I've got it, but Janet didn't give it to me. I lifted it out of her purse.
What? Well, what's the difference how you got it? I want it. I'm leaving town, and I'm not leaving without them furs.
All right, well, with that gun in your hand, I guess there's nothing I can do but let you have the key. It's right there in the top of the drawer. I'll get it for you.
Oh, no, you won't, Blackie.
What's the matter?
I'll get it myself.
Don't you trust me?
Sure, I trust you, Blackie. As long as you keep your hands right where they are. Yeah, that's the key, all right.
Well, if you want to take it, I can argue with you, but not with that gun there.
I'm gonna take it, all right. As a little present for Papa.
I've got something for Papa, too, Harry. It's the poke in the jaw I gave you that knocked you out, Barlow. But wouldn't you like to know what hit you when you grabbed that key?
Busy, Blackie?
No, come on in, Faraday. Sit down. I was just sitting here with nothing on my mind. You won't change that situation any.
You've got nothing on your mind, but I've got plenty on mine. Blackie, we have Harry Barlow cold for those fur heisting jobs, and he was wanted for murder in the Midwest. How did you grab him?
It's a secret, Faraday, but I'll give you a tiny little hint. He went for a key that I planted in my room.
And did he get it?
Oh, he sure did. Right across his big fat chin. I clipped him, Faraday.
What was he doing all this time?
Well, I'll give it to you slowly, pal. He came into my room with a gun.
Yeah?
He knew I had the key to the box where the stolen furs were locked up.
Yeah?
I told him to take the key, but I forgot to tell him that I'd wired it to the electric socket.
I get it. He grabbed the key, got a shock, and dropped his gun.
You're close, kid. He yelled at the shock, and I poked him one for luck. That acted kind of like a lullaby because the next thing I knew, he was fast asleep.
So that's how you did it, huh, Blackie? I was wondering. He was a pretty tough character, they tell me.
So I hear, so I hear. But he fell asleep just like a baby. Then I called you, Faraday, and when he got out of the arms of Morpheus, he was snug in the arms of the law.
The cast tonight featured John Wirtz as that scumbag Harry, Judy Marsh as his moll Janet, Rob Humph as Blackie, Donna Amismeyer played Mary Wesley, Jay Summerfield was the officer, Tony Haruska drove that cab, Ellie Babka and Tom Lenz did our sound effects, and John Gelsomino conducted the music in addition to playing that Blackie nemesis, Inspector Faraday. He's out of the closet, by the way. Tune in again next month to hear, and we might add, to watch, the Riverside Township Players, when their program will be 2 special shows celebrating February. Amos and Andy will be with you singing their Valentine's Blues, and the funniest February baby ever, Jack Benny, will be here to celebrate his 39th birthday with us. This is Herb Thompson speaking.
So join us once again, won't you, not next Friday, February 22nd at 7:30 p.m. in this beautiful auditorium. Remember, tickets are non-existent, reservations not required, but old-time radio is guaranteed. Bring your neighbors, bring your friends. Until then, good night, and thank you very much.
I think we really need to introduce the cast of our first show, Witness for the Prosecution. Andre, come back up on stage. Let's introduce our cast from Witness for the Prosecution. Did we do that? Were we all introduced? Where was I? I was so busy switching pages. But, I just want to introduce 3 new members to our radio players. Andre over here, Rob, and Sue over there. And next month, we'll have these flyers downstairs. We hope you'll join us and have fun and a lot of laughter for Valentine's Day as we present 2 really great Valentine stories. So from all of us, the Riverside Township radio players, our Board of Supervisors, our trustees, and our supervisor, Rich Tusher, want to thank you for coming out on such a miserable night tonight and being with us for this wonderful show.
John,
Yes.
Is the camera still running? That's too bad, because we skipped the part that really was Tony and Tom. Right. We skipped a part that was kind of apropos for this wonderful weather tonight. I hope the camera isn't running.
I gotta find it now. I can continue someplace.
Yeah. Okay.
I threw mine away.
Come here.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, this was between acts of Blackie and the fur trade. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. Gosh, guys, sure hope those 2 don't suffocate in that closet. That'd make a pretty dumb ending to our story. All I want to know is how to get away with acquiring a gorgeous mink for my very own.
Now, Ellie, why would you want a mink?
Yeah, a fur coat is a fur coat. Why, my grandmother's aunt got one that's out of buffalo hide, and she thought it was great.
Buffalo hide? I bet she smelled like one, too.
As a matter of fact, they called her Oldie Booth. I never knew why.
Well, a mink coat is my choice. Are you kidding? With that temperature out there this week, I could have used 2 of them. And a set of fuzzy long johns, too.
Oh, come on, Ellie. Aren't you used to Chicago weather by now? For all we know, it could get up to 60 degrees by next week.
Oh, that could never happen in Chicago, could it?
Hey, I've heard tell. All I want to do is sit by the fire and listen to my radio and see what's happening to poor Inspector Faraday and Mary. I sure hope they're still breathing in that closet.
Yeah, and I've got to get back to what I was doing. See ya.
Thank you all.
See ya.
Okay. And that gives me just a few minutes to put on my glasses. I want to introduce one of our trustees who's with us every month, Ann Kibitsky. Ann, you want to just wave your hand, stand up? Great. And now the biggest applause of all for you for coming out on an evening like this and making us thank you and good night, and we hope to see you on February the 22nd for our Valentine's party for you.